Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I'm dressed. Seldom done. Sir David the Bard. I'm coming to you here from Kangaroo City. I'm home, just kind of kicking back and relaxing. And the video that was one just before I did this one, I didn't have time. I had the baby in my arms, and she was watching TV, and I saw that important article that the conversion rate of the Mormon missionaries are going down, not going up. They're not going to be the rock rolling out of the hill, encompassing the world. They're going to be the pebble that fell in the lake. Sorry, that's just my prediction. Anyway, Sir David the Bard, I've got an article down below, link, and I think it's an important thing. We may live, I'll be dead in a year. You guys will live for 40, 50 more years. I just like to say we will live. It makes me think I'm going to live longer. Anyway, there's a man from, I think, Ireland, somewhere over in Europe area, and he found out that the Mormon Church baptized his grandfather when he was dead. Now, in America, it has not quite come to the senses of society yet that a church has the authority to make you a member after you're dead. There's some people, there's some pioneers that are going, whoa, wait a minute, like the Holocaust. Boy, I'll tell you, the Jews, when they found out that the Mormons were baptizing Jews into the Mormon Christian or pre-Christian or whatever you want to call them, church, they put up a real fight, and they won. The Mormon Church does not baptize Holocaust victims, so it's possible that as the intelligence and the understanding, if you want your grandparents to be Mormons, so be it. Let the Mormon Church baptize them and name them as Mormons in the next life. So, you know, I don't think I want that, but you might. You might want your entire family to be Mormon clear back to Adam. Well, those of you that don't, that are like me and go, wait a minute. Family and the relationship and the religion of the individuals in a family should be somewhat protected. Not sacred, but certainly the home and the family is a sanctuary. Now, if the person didn't want to be a Mormon when they were living, why would they want to be a Mormon when they're dead? They don't want to be a Mormon. The Mormons want them to be a Mormon. The cult runs out of names for their temple. What are they going to do? All of their temples run on dead people's names. Well, when you run out of the dead, what are you going to do? Take trees, bushes, horses, goats? Maybe goats from the Masonic ceremony. But anyway, what I'm saying is that each family should have a do not call list, do not baptize list. Does this make sense to anybody but the Bard? If you don't want the Mormon Church baptizing your dead relatives, there should be a call-in list that says, you know, we're the Johnsons, and we're Catholics, and we don't want anybody baptizing and naming our dead people, dead relatives, as baptized for the dead for the Mormon Church. Makes sense to me. You don't want the call-ins, you just put on your list, do not call. If you want in the United States and other countries throughout the world, you should have the freedom and the privilege and the right to say, do not baptize. Say it to every church. There should be a do not baptize list for every church. But there's only one cult that baptizes dead people. You know, most other churches, the Catholics and the Protestants and the Baptists, even Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't baptize dead people. They go, God, if we can't get you to read the Watchtower now, it ain't going to happen in the life after. And that's true. So the Bard is making a suggestion that we create a worldwide Do Not Baptize list that any family can verify who they are, that they are the family of the people they're reporting, and they're insisting that no church baptizes their dead relatives. Now, what are the Mormons going to do? They're going to make up names. Of course, they will make up names because they make up numbers that there's 15 million of them and there's like 2 million of them. But anyway, do not baptize this. I think it's a great idea. And I think that it's the right and respectful of the Mormons should respect individuals going, no. You have your cult ways, but you're not going to take the good name. Could even be a bad name in my case, my relatives. You're not going to take the good name of my family members and list them anywhere in Mormonism. They're not attached to Mormonism, and we don't want them attached even dead. You couldn't get them alive, we don't want them even baptized dead. It's very easy to convert dead people. All you do, you write their name down and go, you're now a baptized Mormon dead person. And now they're a Mormon. The Mormons are going to argue back. The argument on the other side is that, well, they don't have to accept the baptism if they don't want to, but everyone needs to be baptized a Mormon. And when they get to the other side, they can decide. Well, let me tell you something. A lot of us have decided right here, we don't want to be a Mormon. We don't need to know on the other side if we want to be a Mormon. If you want to be a Mormon on the other side, God is omnipotent, and I think He has water, and He probably has a couple of missionaries that could baptize you. So anyway, the Bard is saying, do not baptize list worldwide, even in third world countries. The Mormon church goes, and they go to tombstones, and they rub a crayon on a piece of paper over the person's name that's on the tombstone, and then they submit that to the temple workers of the Mormon church, and then that person ends up baptized in some Mormon temple somewhere. So, you know what? Why don't the Mormons just leave everybody alone? That's what I'm suggesting. Don't knock on my door. Don't call me. Don't ask for donations that you will not financially verify where the money went. Don't preach and preach to me. I don't want to be in your religion or your cult. Don't baptize my dead relatives. You are an extremely intrusive cult. Go to your chapels, worship the way you want, baptize each other, your family, your children, your dogs, your horses. I don't care what you baptize, but don't baptize my family. That's my family's decision, not yours. Not yours. Don't force politically all of your ideas and morality upon everybody else in the world. We don't believe those things. We believe that gay people should have individual rights and that they should be protected. And we believe that black people have been equal, always have been equal, and you've hated and discriminated against them. We believe women should have equal rights and equal pay for equal work. You are against that. We believe that basically one man and one woman, or two men and two women getting married is a pretty reasonable thing. But if someone wants 2 or 3 wives or 2 or 3 husbands, how does that hurt us? Mormons, leave us alone. Enjoy your own cult. Go and sit in your 3-hour meetings and babble to each other the same babble that's gone on for 180 years. Change your history, change your history books, sanitize your background, do whatever you want, but for God's sakes, leave the world and me and my family alone. Don't baptize. Don't, I resigned from the Mormon church, not because of sin, not because of money or anything. I resigned because it wasn't true. That's how I resigned. Mormons need to learn to bother Mormons. Those of us that are not Mormons don't want to be Mormons here, and we don't want to be Mormons in the next life. If I have to be a Mormon in the next life, send me to hell, because I'll be in hell anyway. There it is, folks. There it is. If I have to be a Mormon in the dead life, I'm in hell already. Just send me to hell. Don't baptize me. Don't confirm me. Don't seal my marriage to my wife. I may hate her guts. I never want to see her ass again. Same way with my children. They all might be jerks. Don't seal and do all of your cultist rituals for other people. You have a right in America to do it for yourself. And if you can fool third world families, people with no education, they can't read, they can't write, they can't, even feed themselves, and they want to be part of your religion, they have their freedom too. But we do need a do not baptize list that is international to stop mostly the Mormon cult. There could be other people baptizing dead people. I don't know. I don't hang around cemeteries that much. I really, well, now that I'm being funny, I am going to be hanging around those cemeteries a lot in the next few years. So anyway, this is the pay me, lay me, and ale me. Don't do that to my relatives. Don't make me go the pay, lay, ale. And don't scare my relatives with cutting their throat or cutting their heart out or cutting their guts out. When they're dead, you can't scare them that way. Don't baptize them. And for God's sakes, don't give them the name of the second token of the Melchizedek priesthood, the patriarchal grip or sure sign of the nail, which is health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins and the sinews, power in the priesthood, be upon me and upon my posterity through all generations of time and throughout all eternity. I don't know what you can do with your temples when they empty out of names. They might be big drive-thrus. I don't know. Maybe McDonald's will take a couple of them, or Burger King. But anyway, don't baptize. A do not baptize religious list throughout the world, I think, is honorable, respectful, and necessary. This poor man that has the link down below, watch how the Mormon Church has treated him. This bar's gone.